I'm making my outfit for an upcoming New York Fashion Week event. I used to do a ton of shoe DIYs on here and I miss doing them, so here's a tutorial. These are the shoes that I got for this project. I use this brand in a lot of my shoe DIYs over the years because they have a lot of basic silhouettes and they come in my size, which can be hard to find sometimes. In addition to the shoes, I'm using floral lace, little scissors, and E6000. I'm starting by placing the shoe under the floral lace and seeing what flowers might look good where on the shoe and kind of design in my head how I want the shoes to look. I bought this fabric on Etsy a couple of years ago when I was making one of my wedding dresses, and I have repurposed it so many times because I'm gonna get my money's worth, but you can use any floral fabric or trim. The most time-consuming part of this project is cutting out the flowers individually. There are faster methods of doing this, but I'm cheap, so I just use the little scissors and take my time. I usually just put on a podcast or a YouTube video, and the time passes pretty quickly, so I don't mind it, plus I have company. I did make the shoes a little bit asymmetrical because I prefer that look, but if you wanted to make them identical, you would just cut out 2 sets of each of the flowers. Using E6000, I glued the flowers onto the shoe. While the glue was still tacky, I trimmed off the little pieces that would be on the ground so I wasn't walking on flowers. Then I just let them sit overnight to dry. The only part that I'm debating and I would love feedback on is if I should tuck this part of the flower into the toe box or if I should have it coming up on my foot. I don't know, what do you think looks better? Definitely let me know. I'm making my outfit for a New York Fashion Week event, and today I'm tackling the purse. I got this basic white handbag for around $25. It doesn't have a lot of embellishments, which is perfect because I'm going to be doing a lot of gluing. I had previously cut out these flowers from fabric when I was making the matching shoes yesterday, so now I'm just placing it on the handbag to see where they should be placed and where they might look good. Once I have loosely mapped out how I'm going to layer the flowers, I am then going in with my E6000 and beginning to glue the flowers down to the purse. I like working with this glue because it doesn't dry down immediately, so you do have some time to play around with the design and replace the flowers or relayer them if you need to, which I always find myself doing. If you're thinking about recreating this project, I would allot around a day of time between cutting out the flowers, waiting for the side to dry down so you can glue the other side. It takes around a day. If you're doing this for an upcoming event, I would recommend doing this the day before and not the day of, because the E6000 does work best if you let it sit overnight. It does mostly dry down in a couple of hours, but just to be safe, I would recommend letting it sit overnight to fully harden. As a finishing touch, I added a wristlet that I had previously made as a bag charm. I really love how this turned out for $25. I think that's pretty good. It's exactly how I wanted it, and I think it's going to look so cute at this floral themed event.